and I'll be taking it in some parts. This is the part 1 of this series. I encourage you to please subscribe to this channel so you get the next video of all this series as I drop them. So please hit the like button and also share this video. Thank you very much. So today I'll be talking about how to sing better, the very first part, for both male and female voices. So now I just want to list out some common vocal challenges, some singing challenges that we may have. It varies from number 1, poor tone. You may be suffering from poor tone, very poor when you sing. The way you don't like the way your voice sounds. The tone is not good, it's not professional, it doesn't sound like what you hear on the radio and the rest. You could also be suffering from stuff like poor diction and articulation. Diction and articulation is very, very important when it comes to proper singing. Now, if your diction and your articulation is not good enough, your tone cannot be good. You understand? And your singing overall will not come out properly like those you hear of the great singers. So another problem you could have is what I call flat vowels. Flat vowels can really make the voice sound very bad when the vowels are not, and it's another offshoot of poor diction and articulation. We'll talk about that in subsequent videos. We'll also talk about another problem you could have with your singing is wrong use of consonants. The wrong use of consonants, trust me, I put all these things down here so I don't forget. The wrong use of consonants can really, really be a problem for singing, and I will let you know how to overcome that. Another problem for singing we could have is lack of good resonance. Resonance is the key to good tone. Resonance is the characteristic sound of your voice. The very characteristic of the sound is what we mean by resonance. Another problem you could have with your voice is dynamics, lack of dynamics. Lack of dynamics can cause serious problems to your singing. It can really make your singing sound very amateur, and it will sound just one way. So good singing is dynamic. So if you lack dynamics, you're going to have a lot of singing problems. Another problem for singing is a bad breathing technique. Bad breathing technique can make you just get tired quickly when you sing, and it will make your voice sound very flat. Another problem we have with singing can be, bad vocal onset. Trust me, this is a big problem in singing. I've done a video on onset before. I will leave the link, to that video in the description. Please check it out. Bad vocal onset. Onset is very important for singing. Like, it could even solve your problem if you understand it. Solve your singing problem straight up. Another problem we could have is broken vocal registers. This one is very, very popular. Broken vocal registers, whereby your voice sounds different. Your low voice, your mid voice, and your high voice, they are so divergent. Your voice have not come together and sound like one whole voice. That's a big problem for singing. Another problem for singing is when you sing with too much force. Singing with the external muscles of the larynx. I have a video on this one as well. I'll leave that in the link. You can check that. Another problem with singing is lack of flexibility, lack of riffs and runs, and lack of smoothness. When your voice is not smooth. So let me go into today's lesson. Today I'll be talking about poor tone and lack of smoothness. Poor tone and lack of smoothness. What do we mean by poor tone and lack of smoothness? We see when the voice is disconnected. When you're singing a song like Amazing Grace, for example, you say Amen. Amen. Some people do something like Amazing Grace. So sometimes the problem can even be like 2 or 3 at one point. You could be suffering from lack of smoothness, poor tone, and even flat vowels, all at the same time. Okay, now welcome back. Now, to start solving this problem, we have to go back to the basics. We have to take it all to the basics. The basics is what? Vowels. It all starts from our vowels. Now, we sing on vowels. The A, E, O, U. Those are what we sing on. Now, I'll talk about 7 vowels: the A, the A, the the E, the O, and the U. That's 6 actually. A, E, O, and U. Yeah, 6 vowels. Now, the first thing you want to do to begin to make your voice sound good is to first, we are going to go over a 4 steps exercises to begin to solve the problem of bad voice, of bad singing. Number 1 step is We are going to connect the vowels. We are going to find a way to what? Connect the vowels. Now, the problem is some people cannot connect the vowels. The vowels are broken, and it makes for uninteresting singing. For example, some people will say something like, "Amazing grace," like the or even sometimes other songs, the vowels that are supposed to be connected, they break it. Sometimes it's just habitual. They don't even know they're breaking it. So the first thing we want to do is a 5-tone scale using the different vowel sound. So we can, for the male, you can actually bring it to something like A flat. Let's use A for example. One more time. Now I'm going to tell you two things. Two type of characteristic sound. We call them dynamics. Legato, which means smoothly connected, and staccato, which means broken. Some people fall into staccato habitually, so therefore their singing sounds very uninteresting. So they will sing something like this almost every time, you know, instead of a smooth connection. So therefore, we are going in this exercise, we are going to distinguish between staccato and legato. Don't forget, legato means the smooth connection, staccato means a broken connection. So let's start. We're going to take 2 legatos followed by 2 staccatos every time. Let's go. That's one legato, another legato. Let's go. Now let's do staccatos. 2. 2 again. You see that? So there's a difference between a broken sound and a connected sound. So what we're going to do is to go over different vowel sound using this technique. So we're going to use the E sound now. E, legato, E, staccato, E, 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 E. Now this exercise is very important. But before we go on, I would advise you as a singer to please get a piano or download a piano app on your phone so you can do your exercises on your own. So exercise 1 is singing this 5-tone scale using the different vowel sound. You can start. That's staccato, legato. Oh. Now legato. Oh. Now, one thing that will help you achieve connectivity and the vowels is your jaw. Now, sometimes it is not advisable to open your jaw and just leave it in one position. Sometimes it's very good to allow your jaw help you find the coordination. So, if I was doing oh, you could see there's a natural movement in my jaw that helped me as I moved on. I was not static on my jaw. I didn't do oh, I did oh. You can see this oh. When the sound was high, I opened up a little bit and I came back again. So your jaw needs to find the sound. You need to allow your jaw help you, because that's very, very key. When we take this coordination into real singing, you will see how important this is. So that's it. I will not, because this video I don't want it to be too long, I'd advise you take your time, work on the different vowel sound using legato and staccato, using the 5-tone scale. Don't forget, staccato means broken manner, legato means smoothly connected. Now we're going to talk about this second level of the next part, or the next thing to do to solve this problem is to attach vowel consonant sound to these vowels. We're going to use some consonant sounds like the L, the M, and the B or the G. Let's start with the G. So we can now, the next level is to now attach a consonant sound like ga 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 ga. And now your aim is that smooth connection, legato. So you now say ga gi So in one stretch, you can go through all the vowel sound. You can say ga. Don't forget to allow your jaw help you find the sound. G, ge, go.